Hello everyone and welcome back to my B&B Everyday YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Rich seems to follow Steffy demands like he believes the world will deteriorate if her doesn't. Is Rich hysterical of Steffy, or does he just blindly follow her amusement as if he doesn't have a mind of his own? Rich raised Hope just as he raised Steffy. Still, Rich seems that he has to follow Steffy's orders and make Hope out to be the bad family. Now count what she does. Brook, on the other hand, has no way really been treated like Ridge's son, indeed if she did call him Pater. At one time, Ridge didn't want Hope to see Deacon Sharp at each when he came back to city. Ridge went as far as to order Hope to stay down from Deacon. Hope wasn't giving up a chance to be with her father and get to know him. Hope didn't watch what Ridge has done, she wanted her Pater. The one she hasn't been around for decades. Ridge still holds cleric against Brook and Hope. Ridge didn't want Brook around Deacon when he came back. Ridge was furious over the crapulous kiss that Brook participated with Deacon. Indeed, though she was tricked into drinking in times latterly, Ridge is still using it against both of them. Unfortunately, Steffy uses this every chance she gets. Steffy uses Brook's job right now to keep an argument going between Ridge and Brook so her parents can be together. It seems that every time Steffy starts whining about not playing matchmaker and pushes Ridge and Taylor together, that's exactly what she does. Brook helped raise her just as Ridge did Hope. Still, Steffy has no respect for Brook at all. Ridge Forrester truly seems hysterical of Steffy Forrester at this point. By now, every time Steffy starts to whine, Ridge jumps to do what she says. It's like Steffy is going to pass if she doesn't get her way and get Mammy and Daddy back together again. Why does this work every time on Ridge? Is Ridge so used to waffling that he just cannot stop, or is he hysterical of what Steffy might do if he doesn't hear? Maybe is it time that Brook simply wake up and smell the coffee? Ridge has no way put her first and no way will. Ridge has to have some reason to break Brook's heart every time they're together. Maybe rather of soliciting Ridge to come back, Brook needs to cut her losses and leave Ridge with Taylor. How long will it take for him to run after Brook if she were to cut communication off from him? Brook believes that the only true love of her life could come back to her any day. Ridge isn't near conciliation and Taylor knows it. Brook is frequently used to being in a position of power and love. Specifically representing Ridge, she knows that their love still exists. But she also sees the timepiece ticking. The longer Ridge remains with Taylor, the more likely their relationship deepens. That doesn't mean Ridge will marry Taylor or indeed be with her for times. Still, Brook knows that time piecemeal weakens her pull. Brook's mistake was accepting the chief executive officer's job without talking to Ridge first. She wasn't grabbing power but rather conniving the Forresters' comeback. Ridge chose to believe that Brook betrayed him. He was wrong, and his ongoing addresses with her confirm that Kay's character realizes Brook is telling the verity. FC is still in Carter's hands, and he blames Hope for it. That assessment is off base because the LLC scheme was Carter's communicate, and Hope had no power to help him execute that move. In the history, Taylor would be unsettled. But whatever accessible precariousness she's had are no more. Taylor recognizes Ridge's particular growth and believes he's made a final break from Brook because of the FC treason. But Taylor may be setting herself up for heartache formerly more. The test will come whenever the Forresters either recapture control or have it handed back to them. Carter's continuity to make effects right should ultimately lead to him relinquishing control or coming to an arrangement that allows the Logans to hold on to some power. Still, also the bone of contention with Brook will dissipate if the below happens and it's seen as ineluctable. Taylor should hope to be married to Ridge before also. That would inescapably mean he'd stay with her. Still, a conciliation through to an factual remarriage would make it much harder for Ridge to break snappily. Ridge does love Taylor, and he's not exaggerating those passions when he tells her that he sees her as his renewed love. The family they partake is real and will always bind them. But Brook is incontestably Ridge's more profound love. Their 8 marriages, which can no way be stated enough, prove their connection is more complex and thus further grueling to break from permanently. Taylor knows that Ridge hasn't cut Brook off and wants to believe he's gained enough strength to be wisecracked into a reunion. Taylor's gambling her heart, which, as the followership knows, could be broken again once the FC drama is resolved. Hope could potentially get pregnant by Carter and complicate effects when it comes to their relationship. Still, could a baby give them a reason to reunite and fight for love? If Carter and Hope are headed for a bifurcation, Steffy will inescapably face an extremity in her marriage to Finn thanks to Luna maternity stunner. Just when it looks like Finn and Steffy aren't going to make it, maybe a surprise baby could move them to try harder and keep their family together. Finn lately set up out Luna as his son, so he's been reflecting on all the mileposts he missed. Luna might get jealous in some crooked way if Finn ends up having a baby girl with Steffy, so that'd bring a chance for indeed further drama. The real twist could be if Luna herself is coming in line for a gestation plot. Remy will form an intriguing connection to Luna after visiting the Spencer manse, so perhaps they could hook up on the property ultimately. Still, you can go there. Sprat would be a major wildcard with all those crazy genes, if Luna were to conceive a child with Remy. It's fun to suppose about Bill's response to a curveball like that, so it's worth milling over. Elektra might be another gestation story seeker, as her relationship with Will takes a more passionate turn. Will and Elektra surely aren't looking to become parents anytime soon, but accidental babies be all the time on detergents. Eric to have a strategy session with Ridge and Steffy. Meanwhile, Carter pushes back against Ridge. Hope will reply to seeing Carter and Ridge grasp. Hope just came back from complaining to Brook. Brook tried to reason with Hope and explain Carter's mixed feelings. All Hope really got out of the discussion was that she's ever saving Carter from the Forrester family. Of course, suckers know the verity is that Hope just wanted the upper hand against Steffy. Hope also wants to cover her fashion line. It's starting to feel like love has veritably little to do with Hope's romantic union. While Carter has an inviting sense of guilt, he won't admit he was wrong. Rather, it sounds like Hope does damage control to keep Carter in her corner. Hope might also work overtime trying to make sure that Carter doesn't get too close with Ridge again. Also, after Ridge leaves, it would be easy to see Hope putting her attractive moves on Carter each over again. Ridge will leave Carter at Forrester Creations. After returning home, Ridge might tell everyone what happened. Indeed, though Carter will dig his heels in harder, Ridge can see that the man is starting to break. It won't be long before Carter fully turns on Hope, while Ridge is streamlining his favored bones. About Carter, he'll also hold a strategy session. Steffy and Daphne formerly have a plan in progress. Still, Eric and Ridge might work on their own plan to strike Carter and Hope from all sides. There's also the dilemma with Finn. While Finn wants to tell Steffy the verity, Poppy will keep snooping. There's also Luna and Remy forthcoming dynamic. Will Luna fall for Remy? Could Luna and Remy form an alliance? Is this some kind of test or redemption story? Katie and Brook are in the main Forrester office drooling about the rearmost happenings. Katie can't believe Ridge still feels betrayed despite Brook doing her stylish to return the company to the Forrester family. Brook also thinks Ridge's response is unthinkable. She knows Hope was in the wrong but still believes her heart was in the right place. Brook says she refuses to be a victim and deserves to be loved, and that person isn't Ridge. Katie is so proud of her family for standing up for herself. Brook is proud of herself and tried to stay calm, but it didn't relatively work out that way. Katie inquires and Brook explains what happened with both Ridge and Taylor. Katie is shocked by the poke and the push but smiles at the same time. Brook doesn't love her conduct but doesn't know what differently she was supposed to do when her life was being turned upside down.